Ladies and gentlemen, the first time we laid eyes on this custom 1978 Ford E150 van, we felt like we'd accidentally walked into a late-night drive-in movie where the popcorn smells like gasoline and freedom. I believe every neighborhood in the 1970s had one of these vans parked crooked on the street, usually owned by a guy who said things like, "Trust me," a little too often. My friend Dave once swore a van like this could outrun a police cruiser downhill. I think Dave was lying, but I admired the confidence. Before we go any further, hit that subscribe button right now. It helps the channel, feeds the algorithm, and keeps us bringing you vehicles that modern designers are still afraid to recreate. Now let's talk about what makes this 1978 Ford E150 special. Customized back in the late 1970s, this van wears metallic blue and grey paint with airbrushed murals and striping that scream disco-era ambition. The rear barn doors proudly display a hand-sprayed Sovereign of the Seas mural, which I liked the most because it looks like it should come with its own soundtrack. A windshield visor, flared wheel arches, running boards, and a front air dam finish off the exterior, making the van look lower, wider, and far cooler than it has any right to be. It rolls on chrome 15-inch wheels with BF Goodrich Radial TA raised white letter tires, and yes, they still look fantastic. Power steering makes this full-size van manageable, while power-assisted front disc brakes and rear drums handle stopping duties, assuming you weren't in much of a hurry anyway. Under the hood sits a 351 cubic-inch V8, about 5.8 litres for our metric friends, breathing through a 2-barrel carburetor and paired with a 3-speed automatic transmission sending power to the rear wheels. I think this drivetrain perfectly matches the vibe. Relaxed, talky, and not interested in racing anyone unless absolutely necessary. The oil was changed and the battery replaced in 2024, which is reassuring unless you're my neighbour Ron, who believes maintenance is optional. Inside, the front cabin features dual captain's chairs trimmed in blue vinyl, surrounded by matching carpet, dash pad, and door panels with wood grain accents. There's air conditioning, an Alpine cassette stereo, and an overhead console with a CB radio and ambient thermometer. I believe no custom van is complete without a CB, mostly so you can say things like "Breaker 19," even if nobody answers. The 90 miles per hour speedometer shows 36,000 miles, roughly 58,000 kilometers, with about 300 miles added recently, though we all know these vans measure life more in memories than mileage. The rear cabin is pure late 70s lounge culture. Blue thick-pile carpet, custom wood paneling, a rear bed, a wood workstation, cabinets, and 103-volt outlets wired throughout. Access through the barn doors reveals underbed storage and wooden interior doors that feel more yacht than cargo van. I think this is the kind of setup that made people disappear for weekends and come back with stories nobody could verify. This rolling time capsule sold for $14,500 or roughly 13,300 euros, which I believe is a fair price for a fully realized slice of American van culture. Official website and auction details are linked under the video. If you really want to support the channel, become a sponsor for just $1. $1. That's less than what my buddy Timmy loses every time his coffee flies off the dashboard on a sharp turn. The sponsorship link is in the description under the video.